Good morning, class. Today we are going to see the conditional operator. It is a continuation of the operator chapter. Okay, so this is the fifth point that we have it for the conditional operator, the different types of operators. So this is conditional operator. This is also called as ternary operator. Here is the definition. You can see the definition. What is the definition? The conditional operator is also called as ternary operator because it has the operands. Now how many operands it has? It has got question mark and you can see this colon. Okay, so this is called as conditional operator. Conditional operator example is here. You can see if 6 is greater than 4, the condition is what? True. If it is true, it will display the first expression. If it is false, then it will display the second expression. Okay, so you can see here the condition becomes false. So what is the output? 0. So this is how we write it for conditional operators. Now you might get the question either to convert it in the if else statement or conditional operator. If it is like this, they will ask you to convert it to if else statement. So if it is a if else statement, then you can write this one it as if. You can write it as if 6 is greater than 4, then the result is equals to 9, else the result is equals to 7. So this is how we convert it. Okay, this is how we convert it. Either we convert it to if else or the ternary. Okay, so remember this is also one of the 2 marks question, you get it. Next is your precedence of the operator. What is the precedence and the associative of the operator? Precedence of the operator is, precedent is the priority of the operator according to which it is evaluated. It simply means like we follow a certain step in order to evaluate the operators. Now we have got so many operator symbols. Okay, so you should also know which symbol has to be solved first. It is just like a maths. When you solve maths, solving the brackets, you follow the method called as BODMAS rule, right? So similarly we have these 2 things here, the precedence and the associativity. Okay, so associativity, you will have 2 operators have the same precedence. Okay, then they are either evaluated from the left to right or the right to left. This is called as associativity. And this table, you can see this, the complete table is steps how you can solve the associativity. Okay, next is your new operator. New operator is used. What is the function of the new operator? Okay, you can write it down the definition of the new operator. The new operator is used to allocate the memory of the object. You can see the definition is given here. The new operator is used to allocate the memory of the object. Okay, so what is the syntax? We have a syntax here, the class name, object name. Now this is called as object name equals to new class name. Now whenever you are creating a program, suppose you are creating a program here, you can see this, the class name is associativity. Okay, now this becomes your class name. You will give a class name, and object name is user choice. You can give anything here, A, B, C, or any word you can give, equals to new. So this is a place where we write this new word. Okay, new operator. New operator is used to allocate a memory, a new memory in the new memory in order to create the object. Okay, so class name, you can write it as associativity. So this is about the new operator.